Hi, we're here. We're here in Berlin and sitting with Guillaume Esmiol, who gave a little bit of his time, busy time, at EFM, and we'd like to take this opportunity to hear from him a little bit about the wrap up of the 2022 edition of the Cannes Market. So, Guillaume, what was the attendance like, and were you happy with what you achieved last year as your first time?
Yes, we were very happy with the figures of last year, and I hope we will have some nice figures this year too. But it's true that in 2022 it was a big question mark, and the figures were very positive because we had more than 12,000 Marché des Films badge holders in Cannes, and if I add the online people, we were even at 13,000 people in total, which is a very good figure. It's almost what we had in 2019 before the COVID crisis, so it's very, very good. That being said, we had less Asian professionals, for instance, because of the travel restrictions. So maybe this year is going to be better. I hope so. So we are really confident about this year, but it's always the question every year. We are still waiting for the real figures to know, but we are confident.
All right. Were there anything special you had to deal with or to change for last year edition that because of the situation?
Actually, so we have our online platform since 2020 with the COVID. We had this question last year to keep it or not, but the feedback that we have from the sales agents. Voilà. Should I start again? So yes, we have our online platform since 2020, since the COVID crisis. We had the question last year to keep it or not because more people were coming to Cannes. So actually we asked the questions to our clients, to our partners. So the feedback from the sales agents mainly was to keep the online platform because there were still a lot of professionals that were not able to come to Cannes. That's the first answer. And the second answer is that they think it's complementary to the screenings in Cannes. That being said, it's true that the full experience of the market is really in Cannes. You have more screenings that are happening in Cannes than online, of course. You have more premieres. All the premieres are really in Cannes. So if you really want to enjoy the Marché, you have to be there.
Okay, what can we expect for the 23 edition? Anything new? What is your plan? What can you announce? I know you have a lot of things in the...
Yeah. So it's a bit early because we are still signing some partnerships, to be honest. And for instance, it's too soon for me to tell you which country is going to be the country of honor. But we are going to have a country of honor this year. It's a very nice country in the film industry. I can tell you it's a country in Europe. Let's give this little clue.
Right.
But we are going to announce it officially probably after the EFM. We are going to keep our online platform this year also, so it's for the online screenings, but also for the conferences. Most of our conferences are streamed live and in catch-up on our online platform. We are going to optimize everything that we do, of course, our services. We are trying to make the Palais des Festivals a bit more modern. We will try to create some animation this year too. And in addition to that, we are going to create a new venue that is going to be on the beach on the Croisette. So we're going to have a beach during the 2 weeks. So once again, it's too soon to speak about it. We will give more details soon, but it's a big bet for us because it's quite an investment. But we believe that we have a strong value to create on this beach for networking, to create additional summit events, forum, conferences on this beach. And parties, of course, because as you know, Cannes is business, but it's also party, celebration, pleasure.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's important.
Just one question about the online component of the conferences. What's the proportion of the, let's say, online consumption after Cannes?
It's a good question. I don't have the answer to that.
I mean, is it significant? Or?
It's not. It is significant, but it's the majority of the consumption is during the event.
Oh yeah.
So I guess it's either people who are still leaving the event remotely. There's a part of those people, but there's a lot of people who are actually in Cannes and who watch the conference at the end of the day or just after, not 3 months after, but really a few days after the event. So the consumption is still really, at the momentum of the market.
Right.
That being said, we still have some consumption a bit after, and also we are reusing the content to create some best of that we use on our social media, on our YouTube channel, and so on.
But I think it might be an area for growth, improvement, and because of course there's no actually timestamp on those conferences. The content is excellent, and you get top-notch speakers. So it's time to learn all year round, not only in May, in my view.
Yeah, it's true. It's something that we're thinking of. So, for instance, we have a program that we call Impact. It's about sustainability, diversity, and inclusion. And last year we tried already to start the program a bit before the event online. So we had some workshops. So it was not open to everyone, but we had some workshops that were happening online. So this year we are continuing with this philosophy to extend some of our programs to have them not only in May but also in other time of the year. So, for instance, we had an impact panel with the Göteborg Film Festival, at the Nordic Film Market this year, with the Nostradamus program. So we're very happy about that. We are going to do also this year again some workshops online before the event, and of course in Cannes there will be the momentum. But you're right, we can expand our programs all year long and not only in May.
More. Can you tell us a little bit about the Producers Network, just describing it, and what's the advantage for upcoming international producers in signing there?
Yeah. So the head of our program and of Producers Network is Alexandra Zakarchenko. She would be perfect to give you more details about that, but it's one of our top programs. It's very popular. It's working very well every year. We even have to refuse some people because it's an extra badge, the Producers Network. Mm-hmm. So it's different activities. One of the most popular is the breakfast meeting.
Yes.
So usually the breakfast meeting is starting with a spotlight on the country, on the producer of one country, and right after that you have 12 tables. Each table has a moderator and an expert. Top decision maker, an expert in one area. So each day has a theme that is more. It could be about finance, it could be about sustainability, it could be about different topics. And the producers who are part of the Producers Network program, they choose a table. They can speak freely with the expert, with the moderator, and the debate is happening around this breakfast. So it's a very good way to start the day, I would say. But more important than that, it's a very quality network that you can create with this program, and the connections that you do during this breakfast are the beginning of partnerships. So it's very popular.
Guillaume, can you tell us a little bit about Next? How important has it become now in your program? Any things you want to share with us about the future plans for this year?
Yes. So Cannes Next is the name of the program that is speaking about innovation in the film industry. It's more and more important. I do come from the innovation sector, so personally I think it's a key program.
Right.
And especially at the moment when we have a lot of questions, it's important to think about the future and the impact of technologies. And every year I'm surprised by the potential of the technologies on the business, on the whole industry, because it's so. For instance, last year it was a lot about metaverse, NFT. It was a bit the big buzz of that moment. It's still a very important topic this year that we're going to cover. But this year, the topic that everybody is talking about is generative AI. So content that is generated by artificial intelligence. Of course, ChatGPT has a huge impact, and a lot of people are now thinking about the impact it can have on the whole content industry. So we are going to have big events around that. The other topic that is key for us is virtual production. We do think that virtual production is more and more affordable to independent movies. That being said, it's changing completely the way you try to prepare and the way you produce your movie, and even the way you write your movie. So you need new skills, and those skills are not easy to get. So it's one of the big focus that we're going to have also this year, and many other innovation topics. But if I had to say the main ones, virtual productions, generative AI, metaverse, and Web3 are the big theme.
I'm curious, what's the profile of the visitors of Cannes Next? Is it a kind of different profile from the rest of the conference?
Well, of course, you have a lot of people who are really interested about innovation. So you have tech companies, startups, but we have a lot of producers. A lot of producers are going to the conferences and to the workshops. Last year we had the workshops that were more for directors of photography, for instance. So it can be sometimes more about one specific part of the job. And we have all kind of professionals in festivals. Also for festivals, it's interesting to know about those technologies. But yeah, we have it's a mix of everyone. But if I would say one particular kind of professionals that are going there, it's maybe the producers, mainly producers.
Right, Guillaume, I'd like you to give a few words about Cinendo and how we can help our audience, upcoming filmmakers that maybe are not even coming to Cannes yet because they don't have the funds yet. But what's their interest? Would there be an interest for them to register to Cinendo?
Yes, Cinendo is quite unique. It's really the database of all the professionals of the film industry that are doing the markets and the festivals. So, I mean, with a very affordable subscription, you get access to the whole industry. You have the companies that are doing the markets, the sales agent, the distributors, the producers, the festivals, and all the people working in the film industry. You have the contact of the people, and you have also the catalog of the films that are fresh, that are really available for selling. So it's quite unique. I'm always amazed by how many professionals are using Cinendo. It's a very popular tool, and there's a lot of data that is very useful for all the professionals in Cinendo. And in addition to that, Cinendo is also providing some streaming solutions. So if you need to have your private link to make an online screenings to show your movies, Cinendo can provide you this solution. If you want to have an online video library, Cinendo can help you also on that. So there's a lot of B2B solutions. If you want to make some advertising, you can do that also in Cinendo.
Yeah, well, since we're in Berlin, I can tell you that your current streaming partner, Shift 72, or whatever the new name is, came from our pitching. I mean, they came to us years ago saying, we're in the music business and we'd love to go to the film industry, and we organized a couple of meetings here for them with a few blasts to our database, and they had subsequently to our efforts 64 meetings, including one with Jerome, who signed. And
Nice.
it has been a very good partner since then, and it's a very good solution which I recommend everyone. And I think with a very smart and safe watermark solution, which puts a name on it, whoever.
Yeah.
So
It's important that it is secured. Yeah.
I wanted to take this opportunity to recommend to our audience this tool because it's affordable, like you said, and it's a very open platform where you can do business and reach the people that can help you in your career. Any plans for development on this great tool? Any new changes? Or?
Yeah. So we are, of course, always taking the feedbacks of the users, and with the team we are working on a new version of Cinendo, but it will take some time because we want to redesign maybe the service. So then we should be careful not to lose our audience with a new interface, and at the same time we want to create new services. So it's going to take some time. We are just at the beginning, but the idea maybe is to redesign Cinendo in 1 or 2 years, and maybe to try to create new services with the data that we have in Zalando.
Okay. Well, Guillaume, thank you very much for everything
You're welcome.
you accepted to share, and see you in Cannes, right?
See you in Cannes.
Bye.
Bye bye.